Poster first. Alright, go ahead and hit our button.
Hello, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I was the first U.S. Secretary of the Treasury. I was determined to make more out of life, to make America's government stronger, and to discover a national bank. I was brave for not backing out of the blue. I was intelligent because I could read and write better than any person. I also was an honor student, so I went through the grade levels like that. I was born on January 11th, 1757, on an island called Nevis in the West Indies. My father was James A. Hamilton, and my mother's name was Rachel. My brother's name was James Hamilton. My parents were married, and they never got married. Unfortunately, my father left my family. My mother became very ill, and so did I. I survived, but she died in 1768. My wife is Elizabeth Schuyler. We had 8 children together. We had 2 daughters, 5 sons, and 1 child did not have a gender. I didn't have much schooling when I was young. I was tutored for a bit. I could read better than any boy, but my mother had 34 books. I read them all over and over again. When I was a clerk, my boss agreed to get me into a school. I enrolled as an honor student at Elizabethtown Academy in New Jersey. I studied Latin, Greek, and French. I went to King's College and graduated as quick as I could. I've had some major events in my life. I moved to New York, fought in the Revolutionary War, and won it. I went to college. I was known as Captain Hamilton, and I was the first U.S. Secretary of the Treasury. When I was clerking, I wanted there to be a war and win America's independence. I wanted to make more out of life. Then, later in life, my goals were to make America's government stronger and to discover a national bank. I had some obstacles in my life, too. I had no parents to help me. In the middle of a war, I became very ill. In another war, the cannonballs did not fit in the cannons correctly, so they blew up and many died. A lot of people don't learn about me or what I did. Some people don't know I fought in the Revolutionary War, was the first U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, but most people know me for that, and wrote 51 essays for the new U.S. Constitution. My son Philip got shot in a duel and was killed in 1801. One of my daughters went insane after his death. You know those 51 essays I was talking about earlier? They were done in a span of 6 months. I eventually died on July 12, 1804 at the age of 47. Aaron Burr and I got in a duel and I was shot. They rowed me back across the Hudson River. Eliza, Angelica, Eliza's sister, and my children were there when I died. That's what I did for America, and that's the story of my life.
Alright. Let me get a full view of Steve moves. Alright.